And welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Smash News Network. Least busted, name and news. We've got some weather. We don't got anything about the climate today, but we've got a bunch of weather stuff to talk about, so let's do it. First thing we're going to look at are the surface winds of the eastern world. So here are the surface winds. This is from nullschool.net. You can bring this up yourself if you like. We show it on the regs to show folks what's going on the surface as far as winds. Hence the term surface winds. Here's the 250 hectopascal winds. This is the jet stream, effectively. And look at the extreme meridional jet stream flow in the northern hemisphere. 180-degree bends there, as well as a powerful clockwise rotating jet stream scale anticyclone happening here over Central Asia, Central Eastern Asia. Here are the jet streams of the west. Let's try that again. Here are the jet streams of the west. By the way, this video was streamed live originally to twitch.tv/smashamash, where we streamed 20 hours of solar activity yesterday because of the coronal mass ejection warning that's in place. Anyway, there's the jet stream scenario, and look at the cold air being injected straight south from Lake Michigan all the way down toward Florida. You can see this little jet right here blowing almost due south. And you can see how much this low has weakened as it approaches the U.S. coast. We called it. We're going to show you a forecast for that as well. First, the surface winds, which are not all that fast. And I'm not even going to zoom in there. I don't think that's a hurricane. Let's do a forecast on what the rainfall is going to look like. So a lot of YouTube channels, especially alarmist fearmongers with agendas, are talking about how it's going to be a very scary and spooky historic New England hurricane landfall, and I have no idea what they're talking about or where they're getting this from. We do see the possibility of like 6 inches of rain here, right around Long Island, Connecticut. As you can see there, this area here looking like and this is the GFS forecast for total accumulated precipitation. And the time frame of this forecast here is for 2 p.m. on Sunday. So 2 p.m., which is 1800 Universal Time or Zulu Time, 18Z. That's 2 p.m. is the expected moment when you're going to see some heavy, heavy rains there, striking right there at the tip of Long Island and into Connecticut, a little bit in Rhode Island. But that area right there is sort of the main area. And then as time goes on into Monday, some more heavy rains across central Massachusetts, Connecticut, and then moving into southern Vermont and New Hampshire. Now, looking at 2 p.m. Monday, that's a little bit far ahead of a forecast, so don't be surprised to see that change, but that is the total accumulated precipitation GFS forecast. So some heavy rains forecasted there by 2 p.m., like 6 inches of rain there in that area. I'll just leave it at that. So you can see some flood warnings, hurricane warnings, tropical stain warnings. Don't become a tropical stain on the undershoe of society by not knowing this stuff. Head to weather.gov. If your county's lit up, just click on it. And again, you can see a bunch of flood stuff in that area and some special weather statements. Weather.gov is where you'll find it. And check out the lightning mapper. We've got some pretty intense lightning here moving into Missouri, Illinois. Also some very intense lightning here right near the North-South Carolina border there, just moving into the Atlantic. Here's a real-time lightning map, courtesy lightningmaps.org. And it looks like we've got some terrestrial lightning once again here in southern Missouri, north of Tulsa, and west of Springfield. Hey, Springfield, there's thunder rolling in. Go out and have a look to your southwest, if it's not too cloudy, you may see some interesting stuff going on above those cloud tops. You know, sprites, green elves, blue moons, purple diamonds, green horseshoes, and whatever else. Yellow moons, blue stars, red balloons. What is in Lucky Charms nowadays? I forget. Anyway, hey, check it out. Some errant lightning bolts coming in here. A sudden outbreak of lightning over the Hudson Bay. Yowzers. A sudden storm kicking up as we do the video. Just some spontaneous lightning there. And most of the lightning here is in the Atlantic Ocean here off the U.S. seaboard. Next, looking at pressure cells. This is the European forecast for pressure. And we're going to actually zoom in here since we have all of these hurricane and tropical storm warnings. We're going to advance this and sort of watch how this low plays out. It looks like it's expected to make a sudden jerk to the west there. I don't know what that's all about. But there, it looks like it's going to make landfall right on Long Island. And, yeah. Is there a forecast for wind? Indeed there is. And it looks like the winds are going to be well below hurricane force winds. Possibly not even tropical storm force winds. Anyway, you can see right there tomorrow at 1 p.m. That's the expected landfall time for that tropical system. Now, again, we streamed live for 20 hours yesterday because of the solar filaments and the coronal mass ejection warnings. Check that out if you haven't, twitch.tv/smashamash. It's got a great mobile app. It'll notify you when we go live. And the more crazy things get, the more likely we are to go live. Thanks to all of our Twitch followers. Thanks to our followers on BitChute. Please consider supporting the channel by clicking the links below the video, becoming a Smash Team member, perhaps. Thanks to our YouTube viewers. Please don't forget to press like and subscribe if you enjoy the content on YouTube. YouTube.com/smashamash. Where most of our content is, if you're watching it anyplace else, you're missing like 80% of our content. YouTube.com/smashamash, the main source of content here at the Smash News Network. Least busted. Name in news. Continuing on, to invite you to our website, smashamash.com. You can find links to the Smash team there as we phase out Patreon. And today's featured product is the Mensa hat. So yes, since making Earth not suck again isn't up to giant heaving bureaucracies that can't even get out of their own ways, it's up to you to make Earth not suck again. So maybe pick up some merch, maybe some Smash Team merch, or maybe some Mansa merch if you'd like to make America not suck again. That's up to you as well. And that's today's featured product, the Mensa hat. And I'm wearing one now. So yeah, the graphics are delightful. The print quality is epic. Mensa, make Earth not suck again. Make Earth not suck again. It's up to you. It's up to you. And we're doing our part. So please help us out. Pick up some merch. It's splentacular. The print quality is ridiculous. And by the way, you can read smashamash.org on my hat despite the small print size. So here's a U.S. Doppler radar map. You can see this heavy band of storms stretching all the way from central Wisconsin down toward just moving into Arkansas now. And some heavier storms here moving across Tennessee and Kentucky as well. Here's what's going on in the cloud layer. And we'll actually zoom in on this tropical system for once to provide some weather pornography for you. Here's what's going on in the water vapor map. And again, we are streaming live, so just bear with us here for a quick moment. There's some great imagery of this system in the cloud layer. And here's the water vapor map. You can actually see it de-intensifying here. It's dumping a lot of rain. You can see how much drier this system got. See all that water vanishing? That's caused by heavy rains there in the Atlantic Ocean, so sparing some of the rainfall for the eastern seaboard. And also, folks, keep in mind there's cold water right about here. So the closer the system gets to that cold water, there's a delineation line right there in the Atlantic Ocean. The closer it gets to that cold water, the less intense it will be. Also, this dry air over here, I'm going to put an H there because that's high pressure. And this dry air over here will not help to intensify the system. If the jet stream keeps pushing this air over, that will help to weaken the system by infusing more dry air, as hurricanes are fed by hot, moist air. Here's your recap. There's the U.S. Doppler radar map, the full view. Keep in mind this is not a full image here, as Doppler radars are ground-based systems. And we don't have Doppler way out into the ocean. It's not showing you all of the bands of rain there. So here's the cloud layer, some spectacular imagery there from the NASA GOES interactive weather satellite. It's 3.9 nanometer radiation map, if you're wondering. Too dark to see the clouds, we use radiation instead. And here is the water vapor. More spectacular imagery there. And that's all she wrote. Thanks for tuning into our meteorology segment. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. smAsho, signing off from the Smash News Network, least busted, naming news.